Farouq, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, thank you. The politicization of this whole situation serves no one but the lords of war who try to use the suffering of the Syrian people to amplify their political gains and try to achieve even further gains. We as Syrian people have been abandoned for a long time. We called for the world to help us to deal with the roots of the cause, and which led to this very weak infrastructure and community resilience in most of the part of Syria. The earthquake should remind the whole work of the importance of strengthening local structures to be able to deal with natural disasters. And while we definitely we are disappointed with this unfair treatment and unbalanced response to the needs of the people affected with the earthquake, we still call for humanitarian assistance for all people affected in the regime-controlled areas and in the opposition-controlled areas and in Turkey, indeed. Our frustration because of the failure of the UN and the different international agencies to help the people in northwest Syria does not mean in any way that we don't want them to aid to help our fellow brothers and sisters in the other parts of Syria. But it's not understandable for us why the first why it's not justified for us. First, why the UN agencies wait for Bashar al-Assad to authorize them to help the life-saving efforts, or to the Security Council, which requires the authorization from Putin, first. And second, why the other countries are so happy to blame the UN for everything and attribute all the responsibility on the UN as if they can do nothing without it. Many countries have the means inside Syria or in the neighboring countries to provide assistance immediately to help us to rescue more people. And they didn't. Everybody is happy to wait and point fingers at the UN. I believe most of the people agree that there is a problem in the UN system. It's not functioning well. Definitely, it's not meeting the expectations of the beneficiaries, especially at the emergency times. But there could be other ways to help us rescue people. Many people died under rubble needlessly. There were ways to get them alive, and we lacked the support as we lacked it all the previous years.